Before I started training my neck, it was only about 13.75 inches at the bottom. But now that I've been training it for 5 to 6 weeks now, I've gotten it up to 15.25 inches, which is about a 1.5 inch gain. And I'd already gained an inch at the 4-week mark. The way I did this was using only 2 exercises which can be done at home. One is neck curls and the other one is neck extensions. Neck curls are the most important because they target the front part of your neck and they will build the most muscle. But neck extensions are also important for maintaining a well-balanced neck and they target the back part of your neck. When you first start training your neck, it might feel pretty weird because the neck is not a muscle that we usually train directly. So you might actually get fairly sore after your first session. In your first session, don't try to go to failure. Just try to get a feel for the movement and do a couple of sets of each exercise. And in the next sessions, you can start pushing the envelope. A good beginner goal can be 3 sets of 20 reps on the bodyweight neck curls. A good intermediate goal can be 5 sets of 30, and a good advanced goal can be 3 sets of 50 reps or more. And as for neck extensions, just try to get 3 sets of 30. Neck extensions are way too easy, so just doing them for hundreds and hundreds of reps is not really worth it. Once you've reached 3 sets of 50, you might have already noticed some growth in your neck. Of course, everybody is different when it comes to the speed at which they gain. Some people might already have prior development in their neck from other sports. But if you're like me and you started off with a pretty skinny neck, you might notice some pretty fast growth in the beginning. Once you've gotten good at the bodyweight versions, you can start adding weight. With neck curls, start off with adding just 5 pounds, get to 25 to 30 reps, and then add another 5 pounds. The goal here is to milk a specific weight as much as we can. We do not want to ego lift because that is way too risky. The last place you want to get injured is your neck. But anyway, if you do want to go heavy, don't go below 20 reps. Do about 3 sets of each exercise in a session. You'll find that your neck extensions might outperform your neck curls, which is completely normal. Your neck is stronger in extension than it is in flexion. I've gotten to about 12.5 kg on neck curls and extensions with a goal of being able to do 20 kg for 30 reps. I'm not saying that you'll gain exactly 1.5 inches if you get to 12.5 kg neck curls and extensions. You might gain more, you might get less. Everybody is different. Here are some bonus tips that can help you. Being in a calorie surplus really does help in making faster progress. But if you are cutting, main gaining, recomping, any of that, then just keep doing what you're doing. Use a beanie or towel for neck curls or neck extensions to cover your forehead, otherwise it will be really uncomfortable. Don't let other muscle groups get involved too much. So in neck curls, don't let your abs, your lats, things like that get involved too much. And in plate extensions, don't let your biceps and your shoulders get involved too much. Now, involvement from other muscle groups might happen towards the end of your set when you're approaching failure, which is fine. But if it's happening regularly throughout the set or most of the set, that means the weight is probably too heavy and you're ego lifting. So try to get the most out of less weight. Train your neck 2 to 5 times a week. Now, some people might prefer higher frequency and some might prefer lower frequency. For example, Bald Omni-Man can train his neck every single day and be perfectly fine. But I train my neck only 2 to 3 times a week and I'm still making progress. So just do what works for you. Also, when it comes to plate neck extensions, after a certain point, the plates just get so big that when you place them on the back of your head and start doing the extensions, they just hit the back of your neck. So in that case, you might need to buy a neck harness. But if you're gonna buy one, make sure you buy one of good quality. Don't just buy some random one from Amazon, because the last thing you want is that thing breaking when you have a bunch of weight attached to it and you're doing neck extensions or neck curls with it. Also, make sure your neck is completely off the bench when you're doing neck curls. It might actually feel that it's off the bench, but it might not be. So just double check so that you can get a good range of motion. Now you might be wondering, how did I gain 4 centimeters on my neck in such a short period of time? That kind of growth for any other muscle group is pretty much unheard of. And you might be thinking this whole neck training thing is hype until you try it for yourself and gain a lot of progress in a short period of time. The neck is special. It's just one of those muscle groups that can gain strength and size really quickly. So that's why you should train your neck too. Progress is fast, it's really time efficient, and you can easily integrate it into your workouts. I might even make an update video in the future once my neck gets even bigger. Now that we've learned on how to train our neck, watch this video right here to instantly improve your pull-ups in a few different ways. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Subscribe if you found value, like the video as well. See ya.